Some dreams take years to come true. Mine took decades. After months of planning, countless hours of preparation, and a heart full of excitement, I boarded a flight from Australia to Pakistan to fulfill a lifelong dream, a dream to explore the northern areas of my own homeland, Pakistan, to relive memories from my youth and to experience the thrill of adventure on my own motorcycle. I had bought a brand new Honda CB150 exclusively for this journey. It wasn't just a bike, it was my travel companion, ready to take me to rugged mountain passes, wild riversides, and some of the most challenging terrains Pakistan has to offer. My journey began in Muzaffarabad, the gateway to Azad Kashmir. I stayed with my university class fellow from UET, who welcomed me like a family member. He also gave me a rare chance to visit the Neelum Valley hydropower project, a massive underground engineering marvel. Sadly, the powerhouse has been closed for 4 years due to a collapsed tunnel. Walking through this silent structure was both fascinating and heartbreaking, a reminder of the immense power of nature and the challenges of building in these remote mountains. From Muzaffarabad, I officially entered the Neelum Valley, a place I visited 36 years ago. Riding into the valley was deeply emotional. Memories of my younger days came flooding back as I followed the roaring river deeper into the mountains. My first stop was Sharda, a charming town known for its historic ruins and riverside beauty. The rushing Neelum River, wooden houses clinging to hillsides, and the peaceful vibe instantly transported me back in time. It felt like reconnecting with an old friend after decades apart.
हमारे स्पेशल वीडियो डालें खूबसूरत ठीक है
फिक्र ही नहीं
वीडियो चालू है
चालू है अभी
हेलो
कैमरा ऑटो घूमता है या कोई हैंडल कुछ है इसका?
नहीं ऑटो तो नहीं घूमता
नोमी है वो कैमरा से वो फिर
हाँ वो
सब्सक्राइब करो नोमी को सब्सक्राइब करो वीडियो लाइक करो शेयर करो
From Sharda, I continued further into the valley until I reached Taobat, the very last village near the control of line. The road was narrow and challenging, but every turn revealed breathtaking scenery, towering peaks, lush forests, and streams of crystal clear water. It, it felt like standing at the edge of the world. Returning to Kel, I prepared the famous hike to Arang Kel. Leaving my bike behind, I began the steep track uphill. It was exhausting. My legs burned, my breath was heavy, but every step brought me closer to nature's paradise. When I finally reached Arang Kel, I was greeted by vast green meadows surrounded by snow-capped peaks. It felt like heaven on earth, a place of serenity and pure beauty. Next on my itinerary was the stunning Ratti Gali Lake. To get there, I hopped into a rugged jeep from Diwariya for an intense off-road journey. Rocky tracks, steep climbs, and sheer drops keep me excited. On the first day, I explored Hansraj Lake and the twin lakes of Kalasar 1 and Kalasar 2. Riding on horseback through narrow trails lined with seasonal waterfall cascading down rock cliffs. The track was alive with the sights and sounds of goats and sheep grazing, herded by local shepherds who live in harmony with this pristine environment. Every turn of the trail felt like stepping deeper into an untouched world of natural wonder the entire way. On the second day, I continued the journey on horseback, traversing rugged terrain to finally reach Ratti Gali Lake itself. When we arrived at the lake, the sight took my breath away. Ratti Gali shimmered like a jewel, deep blue water nested among towering peaks. I launched my drone to capture this magical moment, but then suddenly fog rolled in and my drone sensors malfunctioned. In a heartbreaking moment, it crashed and was lost, along with 2 full days of precious footage. Watching it disappear into the mist was devastating, a tough lesson in the unpredictability of mountain weather. From Ratti Gali, I returned to my bike from Diwariya for one of the wildest rides of the trip along Surgan Nalla. The path was narrow and rocky with water rushing alongside. At times, it felt like I was riding through a riverbed. It was terrifying and thrilling all at once, truly testing my riding skills and determination. My next challenge was ascending Noori top, one of the highest and most stunning passes in the region. This route was deeply personal to me because 36 years ago I crossed Noori top on foot. Back then there was no jeepable track and it took 3 full days of hiking to complete. Now riding my motorcycle up a rugged track, I was flooded with nostalgia. With every turn of the engine, I couldn't help but reflect on how much has changed, not just the road, but my own life. At the top, surrounded by clouds and dramatic mountain views, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude and reflection. Life had truly come full circle, from a young adventurer trekking on foot to an older, wise traveler fulfilling a lifelong dream on two wheels. From there, I began my descent into Naran. The fatigue of the journey was heavy in my body, but my heart overflowing with fulfillment and joy. Every twist and turn of the road down felt like a victory, making the end of deeply meaningful chapter of my adventure. From Naran, I set off for Gilgit, crossing the breathtaking Babusar top along the way. At over 13,000 feet, the air was thin and cold. My bike even struggled due to the lack of oxygen. There were moments when I felt like the engine was grasping for breath, just like me. The views from Babusar top were unforgettable, endless valleys and snow-capped peaks stretching as far as the eyes could see. But not everything was smooth sailing. On the stretch between Chilas and Tatapani, the loose sand on the road proved treacherous. My bike slipped twice, sending me crashing to the ground. Luckily, I wasn't seriously hurt, but those memories were scary reminders of how dangerous these roads can be. This stretch of the road has been described as one of the most dangerous roads in the world. बहुत मेहरबानी यार। हाँ? आज इस्लामाबाद से रहा हूँ। बहुत शुक्रिया यार। बस थोड़ी होगी बचत। रेट की वजह से ना। From Gilgit, I rode towards the legendary Hunza Valley, surrounded by some of the tallest mountains on earth. This ride was incredible, towering peaks, roaring rivers, and a sense of awe at every turn. When I finally arrived, I felt like I had entered a living postcard. Hunza's beauty is unmatched, and its people are as warm as its landscapes. In Hunza, I visited the stunning Attabad Lake, formed in 2010 by a massive landslide that blocked the river. Its turquoise blue water was so beautiful it felt like a painting. I had planned to continue to Khunjra Pass, the highest border crossing in the world, but due to landslides, the road was blocked and my dream of reaching Punjab had to be postponed. It was disappointing, but in the mountains, nature always has the final say. Next come one of the most meaningful parts of my journey, riding to Kho, a hidden paradise described by Ibrar from Wildlens as the most beautiful place in Pakistan. The trail was rugged and remote, but when I arrived, I was stunned by its untouched beauty, and here it's the magical place. I celebrated my 60th birthday surrounded by nature, adventure, and pure serenity. It was a moment I will treasure forever. From Hunza, I began the journey to Skardu. A light train followed me along the winding roads, adding a gentle mist to the already spectacular scenery. But my plans were soon derailed when I encountered a collapsed bridge washed away by a powerful water flow caused by melting glaciers. A stark reminder of the devastating effects of global warming in these fragile mountain regions.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम। कहाँ तक बंद है, कहाँ से बंद है? बिल्कुल बंद है, ब्रिज टूट गया।
There was no choice but to return back to Gilgit, humbled by nature's sheer force. The final leg of my journey from Naran to Islamabad was one of the most beautiful rides of the entire trip. Rain fell steadily, wrapping the mountains in mist and creating a dreamy, almost romantic atmosphere. At times, the rains became so soothing that I stopped just to breathe it in, to absorb the peace of the moment before finally heading home. As I rode back into Islamabad, I realized this wasn't just a motorcycle journey. It was a journey through memories, challenges, and the wild beauty of northern Pakistan. From nostalgic moments in Neelum to celebrating my 60th birthday in Kho, from crashing my drone to slipping on dangerous roads, and from battling landslides to conquering towering mountain passes, every moment told a story. This trip reminded me that adventure is never about perfection, It's about the people you meet, the challenges you overcome, and the memories you carry home. This was, without a doubt, the ride of a lifetime. If you have enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing detailed episode covering each part of this incredible adventure from Neelum Valley to Hunza, Kho and beyond. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thank you for riding along with me, and until the next adventure, stay safe and keep exploring.